I come out of the black community in terms of my support.
And by the way, what you all know, but most people don't know, unlike the African American community, with notable exceptions, the Latino community is an incredibly diverse community. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids, with incredibly different attitudes about different things. Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. No, I really mean it, but think how we think about it.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black. You go to Florida, you find a very different attitude about immigration in certain places than you do when you're in Arizona. So it's a very different, a very diverse community.
You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
Not the first sort of mainstream African American who is articulate and bright and clean and a nice looking guy. I mean, that's a storybook.
People would come to him and talk about what was happening to them at home in terms of foreclosures, in terms of bad loans that were being, these Shylocks who took advantage of these women.
They look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap.
Foreign policy experts around the world say is the wisest man in the Orient.
The only African American woman that ever been elected to the United States Senate. A whole range of people.
No,
my point
that's
is
not true. The other one is here.
I said the first African American elected.
The only African American woman.
First African.
Come on, man. That's like saying before you got in this program, if you take a test where you're taking cocaine or not, what do you think, huh? Are you a junkie?
What do you say to President Trump, your mental state, an issue for voters?
They're going to put you all back in chains.
And you ain't black.